All right, let's get my girl in here. All right, you guys, we are getting started. Just waiting for my girl Amber. We are early. There's no rush. But we're just waiting for Amber to join in. How fun. Let me see you. I don't think I saw her name just yet. So again, you guys, we're early. Okay. I don't see my girl yet. And give her some time, you guys, to get in the room. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this. Before I jumped on here, I was looking at the book, ready to talk about some things here. Hey, I'm just waiting for Amber to come in. We were just talking about it, and I was telling her because I made it like an event, and I think I picked like 7:15. I don't know. I could only go like 10 minutes early or something like that. So again, you guys, I'm just waiting. Hey girls, just waiting for my girl. I'm so excited too. I can't even believe I'm not finished with the book yet. I'm just gonna quick see if she's in here in case I missed her. I don't think so yet. I was telling her again, like, take your time. So I feel like I've got some good things for her and I to discuss too, like important things. I feel like that will help hopefully get everybody on the same page. So we'll see. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited. Amber posted a good video today too that had some information that I was going to have her talk about. She's really, you know, we're all good and different in our own way, and I'm sure we all like remember things, you know, differently, and like what we're good at and how we remember it, so forth. So I think she's really good with these things, and I'm gonna have her talk about it. It's gonna help us with this timeline. Again, you guys, I'm just waiting for Amber to come in. We're early, so we're all just get your food, your snacks. I'm gonna double check I haven't missed her though. Okay, I don't see her yet. Amber, for some reason I missed you though. Let me know in the comments, but I'm just waiting. Just waiting. Oh, I'm excited. I don't know if you guys have ever pushed the infinity button on here, but don't do that. I did that yesterday, and I will never push that button again. Tee up. Amber's like the Sandra Bullock to my Melissa. Hey, girl. I'm good. How are you guys? Again, we're early. I'm just letting Amber take some time to come in. I didn't really necessarily tell her like a specific time, but I just told her, she's here. Y'all don't touch nothing. Why is it not working? Don't play with me right now. How do I make it bigger? Let's go expand. We want your camera on. Can you hear me, girl?
Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Oh, I can't hear her. Can you guys hear her? Oh my God.
Can you hear me?
Oh my God, I didn't have my volume up that entire time.
Here, let me try to figure this out. I've never gone live in my whole life.
Girl, it's okay. So not to keep talking while you're doing that, but don't push the infinity button if you see it.
Don't press that. Okay.
But I'm glad I can hear you.
Oh, wait.
You guys, we're new. I've only gone live a few times. This is Amber's first time, so give us a few minutes. Yeah, I can see a board.
You see me?
Yes.
I'm here, guys.
Is it big for you, or am I smaller and you're like that?
I'm big.
Okay.
You're small.
Okay, because it wasn't like this before. I just have to fix my layout. I'm using my little pen because I put long fingernails on for this event.
Love it.
So again, no, I feel ya. You guys give me a second. Where's my layout?
Yeah, I've never been live before, guys. I'm kind of scared.
No, don't be. You're gonna love it. You're gonna be like, oh
Here,
my
should
God.
I? Can you hear me okay, or should I turn on my
I can hear you
microphone?
now. Yeah, will you tell me how I had the button up there and I was able to switch my layout, but I'm so scared I'm gonna push a wrong button and I'm gonna invite someone in our chat like I did yesterday, and I will never do that again. It was scary.
What'd you do? Sorry, I was looking at this and trying to figure out.
So there,
Okay, okay.
like I could invite you. There was like these little people button, right? And I clicked it and I was like, okay, that's how I invite her, right? But then right next to it is an infinity button. And I was on live with like 65 people. And I was like, you know what? Let me just see what that button is about. I clicked it and then I kind of knew right away something was wrong. And I was like, let me cancel this. And then some guy just like popped up for everybody. And I was like, who are you? What did I do?
Was it just a random person?
Yeah.
Random people can jump on here?
Well, like I clicked a button for that on
Oh.
accident, and I guess that like just brings random people together. And I was like, yeah, no, that's not my thing. And I was like,
Oh, like that website. What was it? Omegle or something?
stop. Smells like
I don't know.
Omegle. Okay, Tia, I'm sorry if I've missed anyone's comments because I didn't have my thing down here. So Tia, if you could just recomment that, my bad girl, because I was mesmerized by Amber. I'm so scared of pushing a wrong button. That's why. He like literally made my heart stop when he popped up.
I really don't know what any of these things on the screen means.
I had no problem finding the layout button the other day, but again, that made my heart drop. That you can push, that you can like push a button. You know what I'm saying? And
Is this number at the top? How many people's in here?
Yeah, 262 people.
Hi, guys.
I know. Meanwhile, me and you were like, how do I make myself bigger? I'm so scared. What if I push the wrong button? Nope, that's not it. This shouldn't be this hard.
We're figuring it out, guys.
Tia, just tell me how to do it. See, I don't want.
What are you trying to do? To make it like half and half?
Yeah, because there is an option to do that. And yesterday I did it just fine, but now that I have 300 people watching me, now I'm like, what do I do?
Yeah, I really don't know. There's so many buttons.
I know. And then people, oh God, you guys stop commenting. No,
That's what I'm like. I want to read it, what everyone's saying, but.
Okay, they're telling me to go to my settings, so let me go here. No, you guys, no, that didn't help me. Well, not everyone can be heroes, so it is what it is.
What is a mod? Somebody said mod me. What does that even mean?
I don't do it that often. I know that they can help like control things. I just need to know where that button is, or we can just ignore it. As long as you can ignore it, I can ignore it.
It doesn't matter to me.
All right, it is what it is at this point.
I guess maybe it wants us to invite a third person. Maybe that's why the third box is there.
I'm just like, I had it all set up to go. It shouldn't be. But my heart dropped when that person answered the phone. It looked like possibly Jack D's cousin, and then I thought, imagine that button, and you could be talking to anybody.
You could literally be talking to anybody.
So, I watched your video today, and I thought that exactly what you talked about in there with the beer pong table would be something good to. I don't know if we want to start there or whatever,
sure.
But
wherever you want to start.
I think with you and like certain things that you're good at or just remember better than maybe the next creator. But you mentioned, and I think it's really important for my timeline and how I'm trying to take things apart. You brought up the beer pong table, and I would love if you could kind of just give everybody just a recap of your video with the beer pong table with the label. I think it was label F and it was labeled wrong. Everyone thought it was
the book.
Wrong, right? And then it was never tested. And then Ethan was the only blood that wasn't diluted. Is that correct? Okay,
yes.
So if you wanted to maybe go over that.
Yeah. Okay. So, the layout of the house is kind of confusing, but it's got that open second floor, and that's where the living room is. Well, that beer pong table was like smack in the middle of that living room. And it was kind of situated, okay, on when the police first came in, because throughout the crime scene photos, we see that table in different positions. But when the police first came in, it was sat, hey, Lilith, sorry, my cat. I'm going to throw something to you.
I love it.
Yeah, I can't close the door without her opening it. But so she's too smart. But yeah, so the beer pong table was right there, and it was set right in front of that doorway that leads to the kitchen and like Dylan's room and the stairs to the third floor. So Chris Whitcomb's point of all of that was, how were people running around it and not disturbing the table? Which is a really good point, I thought.
I agree.
But also the table moved from, so Dylan, when Dylan and Lakeland and Bethany were all home before Kaylee and Maddie got home, Lakeland was taking some pictures, and we had never seen the pictures before. But apparently Chris Whitcomb released one of those, or somebody did. I'm not really sure where it came from, but we have one of the pictures now of Dylan.
Yeah.
I wish I could add it. I don't know. I'm not even going to press no buttons.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. But we have the picture now. But you can kind of see the beer pong table in the background, and it's not in that same position. So at some point it got moved anyway. But yeah, on that second floor in the common areas, not Xana's room, but there's only certain blood stains, or wait, red stains. Remember to be careful. Yes. So a bunch of the red stains were, almost all of them were diluted, except for that single thumbprint of Ethan's that was on the half wall, like on the side going down to the first floor.
That's so important, not to interrupt you, but you guys, that's so important, because they are saying, or even in the book, aren't they saying Ethan didn't leave that bed?
Yes. Yes.
And again, you just said, we've got the goat saying it's in, right. The only red stuff that was not diluted was him, the man who wasn't supposed to leave that bedroom. So red flags.
Look, I'm reading all the comments. Sorry. I don't know how y'all handle all this, juggle this. I get like hyper focused on things. But what were we talking about? Oh yeah, the half wall and Ethan's Ethan's thumbprint. So that was a big red flag anyway. Yeah. But then you had all these different stains. Some of them were tested, some of them were not. But Paulette Sutton, who was the state's expert, put out her expert disclosure. We got it with that disclosure dump. And she explained a lot of the blood stains, whatever. The ones that were tested, she incorrectly assigned I think it was a transfer stain, they said. No, I don't remember what kind of stain it was. But anyways, they incorrectly attributed it to Xana the first time. And she had to go back because of Payne's renumbering system and correct that in her revised report. Well, Chris Whitcomb put a lot of importance on that stain F, which was on the side of the beer pong table, and how it was assigned to Xana. But it wasn't assigned to Xana because it was never tested at all, which is a problem for me.
Right.
Because a lot of the narrative that him and, oh, cool, what was that?
Girl, these things are just exciting. That's all I know. But what this means is people are using their own to like support us and like give and just basically support the live. Yeah, that's why that's why I mentioned to you how it was going to be a 50-50 thing between you and I, because the sport was going to come in heavy today. Remember how we talked about that a long time ago? And you were like,
that's so nice.
I was like, nah, girl, for your time. And so, yeah, this is people, this is their own, like, look at that. What's going on right now?
I don't know. That's why I keep getting like, what is that?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's them supporting the live like none other, and they are using their own.
That's amazing, guys. I love that one.
Oh,
okay.
We got a fist bump. Do you
Look,
see that?
I got rage in ADD or ADHD now, but
that's why I don't do a lot of lives, because I forget what I'm talking about.
Really bad. I do it so bad.
We've got 400 people to help us remember what we were talking about. The beer pong table, the red stains, and how significant that is, especially because of the story they're giving us.
Yes. And so, like, I don't know how I feel about it, because I've said a few times, I really don't have a set theory. I'm still kind of actively trying to find what I think happened, because every time I start narrowing down things, like new things come out and I'm like, oh, let me readjust that. Yeah. You know, like I'm always changing my opinion. based on whatever information we get. I don't know how I feel about the whole it being Xana going up the stairs and then running.
Yeah.
I don't know about it because we don't have any stains from Xana on that common area.
That's so important for everyone to hear that. We have no stains from Xana.
No stains. None. Without stain F, which they fixed in the amended report, there is none.
There's nothing.
It's all matched to Kaylee and Maddie, except for that one. But all of that is diluted. All of it.
It gives me goosebumps to hear it. And I don't think people, if they don't hear it all at once, too many things, too many missed comments online, and they're like, and it's like, no, you need to hear that Xana's red blood, it was not there.
Yeah.
And that's huge because they're saying something happened in that living room by that beer pong table and so forth. So,
yes. And my thing is, they said Paulette Sutton in her report tried to say that the source of the dilution could have been the nose and mouth injuries from Xana. Ma'am, that doesn't make any sense.
Right.
I could see how where injuries to her mouth or her nose, where the fluids could mix in some cases for some stains. But if you would think if that was the case, then the stains in her room would also be diluted. And there was not a single diluted stain in there. Not one.
Right. And the red stuff where Ethan was found, that looked in my opinion, how it should look for maybe the time, if that makes sense, of what they were saying. So I just feel like there's just such a dark couple of hours right there, and things being moved and people being moved, and Ethan's red stuff should not be outside that bedroom, let alone Kaylee and Maddie. I mean, that's a whole different story. But they're saying he did not leave that bedroom.
Mile is that I could see it being because it is undiluted. What is that?
I don't know. It's exciting though.
all these flashy things happen. I lost my train of thought again.
Oh,
what were we talking about?
I got excited for you with that thing. It was shiny and purple. Oh my gosh, we were talking about the table, but I feel like we just moved on. Come on, you guys. Can we try? Dilution.
Oh, were we talking about I was talking about how, so my thing is because Ethan's blood red stuff was undiluted. It could have come from the perpetrator, the hands of the perpetrator, because the way that the print is, it does look like someone's hand, like someone grabbed that top of the half wall.
Yeah.
Why they would grab it, I don't know. It may not have been Ethan that was up. You know what I mean? It could have been carried out. But that would only go to show, because it was on the far side of the banister, that the other diluted stains were diluted purposefully. Right. You see what I'm saying? If that was the case.
Right.
Because then other stains would also not be diluted.
Right. That whole thing is just so confusing. The diluted versus, not. I was trying not to get distracted with that corgi. I've seen it once before on a live, and I'm like, just stop looking at how cute it is.
Squirrel, for real.
I know. I'm like, don't look at that comment either. Do you think it's possible he could have fallen over the railing? Or do you think that could have been a transport? Or do you think it could have been him just...
I really don't know. Yeah. I think that there's a bunch of different possibilities for pretty much everything. Yeah. But I do think that based on Xana's room, things look right in Xana's room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could see where she moved around the room. You can see where, everything adds up in there. Mm-hmm. Nothing adds up outside of there.
Exactly. As soon as you leave.
As soon as you hit the threshold, you've got drops, red drops all the way to the threshold of the door, and then nothing.
Yeah.
No other drops on the floor?
Yeah, and I think Whitcomb put it in his book, and I think I actually had to reread the sentence a couple times just to make sure I read it correctly, but I think he makes a good point. They're saying he was upstairs with Kaylee and Maddie, and he didn't bring a single drop of them into that bed.
Right. Right.
Is how I read that, correct?
Yes. Right. And I don't think any DNA attributed to Kaylee and Maddie was found in Xana's room either.
Right.
Or at least that we've been told about. Almost all of them were Xana.
Right.
From what I've seen.
Yeah.
So that's also why I feel like Ethan's is very contained to the area Ethan was found in.
I know.
It's the injuries to the back of his legs that mess me up though, because what is the purpose of that? Like, what would be the purpose of that if he was attacked in the bed and it was just, it was unnecessary.
Right. Right. Because that's why I know people had started with a theory that did he walk in? I mean, you do hear around 227 say it was an accident. They're here and then someone's walking in. Did Ethan go to the third floor? Because those steps are clean. They're clean. The other one,
everything's too clean.
Maybe they got his legs there and that's why they cleaned that. And that, you know what I mean? Again, just a theory.
Yeah. Did you watch that not animated,
yes,
the girl that did the walkthrough thing with the computer?
Yeah. I had to hold back my comments on that.
Yeah. I watch it because it's very interesting. And like, I could never try to pull together a presentation like that. So I think it's cool that someone's able to do that. Exactly. But it brought my attention to something that I hadn't paid attention to before, or that much attention to, is the mark on the wall by Dylan's door going down the stair. Like, that's an odd spot. I don't know if you noticed that in the presentation, but like they show the guy walking down the stairs and then like kind of leaning on that wall. But I'm like, that doesn't make any sense really. And that is an odd spot for like a mark to be. Do you know the one I'm talking about?
I don't know if I know that specific one, but I feel like I can tell what you're saying with the video of how I watched it. I just don't know if I watched that specific like mark you're talking about, but I remember watching it and I just remember thinking like, who paid you overtime to make this happen? Because a visual is nice for everybody, but like putting that together, I just, of course we know the evidence, you know what I mean? So that's why it's confusing.
It is. It is interesting to watch. I don't necessarily think I don't know. I doubt the chain of events that's been presented pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't think it went down the way anybody is saying it did.
Right. And if there's technology like that creator has to recreate something like that, I think that does help people. Yes. Absolutely. I think it just also shows where technology has gone, and maybe that's where we can like lead into like the next topic is with all of this phone data that's coming out. And, how did you feel when we saw proof that Dylan was moving around that house at 8, 9, and 11 o'clock?
Yeah, that was a lot of movement, actually. That surprised me. And I'd like to know, though, when we're looking at that timeline and like we have the data for Dylan, where did it come from? Did it come from her cell phone? Did it come from supposedly the Apple Watch she was wearing? I'd like to know where he got that, letting us know like the steps she took. Like she went up 2 flights, but like what data are they using? I know that Celebrite, whatever it was, the Barnhart's little, the cell analysis people, and they have their program. I can't remember the name of it. I know they analyzed Dylan's phone, so I'm wondering if it came from that.
Because the book just says Dylan's phone records for his timeline. And not to jump away from that, but I did find it interesting with those Erica texts as far as like them being sent to Ethan that we don't get anything like after that. We don't get like Ethan texting Hannah or anything like that. Like, I need these gaps.
Yeah, and he said something in one of his interviews. I tried to watch them, but he went on like a bunch of different channels and I missed a large part of most of them. But I watched parts of like 3 different ones, I think. But at one point he said something along the lines of somebody asked about Erica and he was like, oh, it doesn't matter. And y'all wouldn't be able to find her anyway. And I'm like, that's a weird thing to say.
That is a weird thing.
And is it a challenge? Because don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that over here.
Right? Like, don't challenge us.
Oh, you'll never find. See, here's the thing. I love writing and I hope to write a book one day, not about this, but because I love journalism. Writers do things on purpose. It's like a WET dream for them to be able to put certain things in there and certain readers can understand it because not everyone is going to understand it. And we were talking about the book. I said this yesterday when I was practicing my live. I think if we're able to, as a community, like look at the book and be able to almost noticeably point out his mistakes, that's almost good for us. And then if it, this other accurate information that is coming from it, that helps too. But it obviously is an up and down thing because then people go back and forth between can we rely on it?
Can we really? You're right. I've kind of reached the conclusion that I do feel like a lot of what he's saying, it does corroborate the other stuff we already have, where I do believe him. I do believe he has the records that he says he does. I absolutely believe that. I do believe he rushed this book, though, and I don't know the purpose of that. Whoa.
Did I not do it?
Why am I humongo? Oh, wait, no, I'm not. Whoa, no, I am.
I'm annoyed. Is it still how it was?
No, now we're back to what it was before. I wonder if I can. Oh, what happened? Uh-oh.
You're good. I didn't mean to distract you.
Look, now I'm looking at all the buttons again.
I was just where the layout was, so I don't know why we can't both be.
Yeah, like equal sized.
Yeah, that's so strange. Where was I? Now I'm annoyed. Sorry.
Thanks, guys. Y'all are saying such nice things.
I know. Girl, I told you they were so excited for this. I told them yesterday when I was practicing to be good today and not have these problems. I was like, you guys, the goal is to swoo Amber over. So this is we're going to manifest something.
I've been so nervous, guys. Like, I'm actually a really shy person. Like if you see me at a store, I'm like, oh my God, I'm scared.
I usually look at them like, don't talk to me, please. I'm not.
I'm just always like, I'm scared. Please don't look at me. Like, I don't want to.
Yeah, right. See, wait, we've got to answer a very important question. Amber, what's your sign?
I am a Cancer.
Stop! I should have wrote that down so I knew I could prove to you that I was right. Stop! I'm
a Cancer. Cancer sun, Pisces moon, Pisces rising.
Oh my God, my best friend in life I've got at least two of them that like for lifelong. One of them was a Cancer because every Cancer needs a spicy Scorpio, but Cancers are like, they are like silent, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. What's your sign?
I'm a Scorpio.
I love Scorpios. Yeah, I like all the water signs a lot.
But it just explains that people were talking about our different personalities and how they could come together. And I'm like, I should have wrote it down because that would have just been epic. Because I was thinking, I wonder if she's a Cancer. She just has that aura about her. And everyone's
a Cancer.
I love it. I bet my best friend's watching too. And I'm like, she's like, I'm a Cancer. I interrupted you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm not sure where we were. And I was trying to fix this for everybody. I apologize.
This is fun, guys. What does turn off your request mean?
It's probably the request for whatever I'm failing at because I don't know. Leave me alone, you go.
Oh, look, it's so pretty.
Oh, I was at my settings. I had it popped up. They're probably, because I think people can...
So y'all both can be big. Yeah. Wait, I think somebody's trying to tell us how to do it.
And that will eliminate this request of other people. Oh,
turn off your request. That's for people that are requesting to come up.
How do I turn that? You guys have to like dumb this stuff down.
Yeah, like I said, I've never been here. I've never done this before.
How do I turn it off?
That's what I'm really glad we decided to do this because, eventually I'll get braver and braver and be able to keep doing all the appearances people invite me to. There's been so many amazing people that's invited me to go live and I've been scared.
I know. And I was hoping that this would be, it's already 7:35. I feel like time just flies by.
It does. I knew I'd be fine once I got on here. It was just a matter of figuring out how to get on here. You both have to be individually live, not as a guest. What does that mean? How do we do that? You have to both go live and then join each other?
That's too complicated.
Yeah.
You know what
you both have to be.
This is not, it should, I just was at the layout, you guys. I'm so
somebody said that. She said that's not true.
Yeah, it's
Tap your screens, everybody. What's that do? Not us, everybody. Okay.
You guys, I was just at my settings.
From Missouri. I love Missourians. I love Missouri.
Maybe it's
Austin. Oh, Chicken Guy? Is that what y'all are talking about?
Y'all don't get me started. I still got a video coming for him.
I have actually never talked about Chicken Guy on a video before.
That just makes it so it's on you, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm big right now.
See, why is there not a dual option? Why did that take it away? I'm at the dual thing.
Someone from Australia? Wow.
Allow guest requests. Should I turn that off? Let me know if that's what they say so I don't leave the screen.
Oh shit, y'all got a galaxy. What does that mean?
They're probably like, oh my gosh.
I don't know what any of this is. Yes, turn that off. How do we turn it off?
I did. I just did. So, okay, I just did turn it off. So now what? Why? Forget that I practiced this yesterday and then went through having some weird creepy guy pop up.
We don't have mods. We don't even know what that means.
Well, I talked to Tia about it. I know what it means, but even on here, it won't even let me search for her. I have I have options, and it's nobody I would ever pick. No, you know what I mean? Because then they have access to like block people and things in here.
So it's like the manager of the back end of the live, really.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I can't even. Tia talked to me about that in case it happened, but I can't even add her.
Update your layout. What does that mean? You're like, oh look, what happened?
We are on there.
Look, something happened. Oh wait, no.
536 people, you guys. Tia, just come right here.
Okay, I was trying to figure out. I don't know.
But I don't.
Okay, get back to the case. Yep. Oh, we'll let it go. Sorry, guys.
Sorry. Okay. All right. What were we talking about? All right.
I know we were talking about the book.
We were talking about the video that creator did. That's where we had left off before I tried to not distract you and try to fix the layout. I'm sorry, guys. But we were talking about the book too. I wanted to go over this timeline because I think Mr. Christopher Whitcomb watched exactly what I watched because his notes in here they match up to what I watched from the Linda Lane and Linda Lane parking and things like that. His timeline is obviously just like written down excuse me, slightly differently, but I wanted to know your opinion and then everyone else's opinion because in the book he mentions a white vehicle and then he mentions a white sedan. And then I'm just wondering,
in the timeline chapter?
Yeah, so if you were to go to page 245, at 253 he talks about a white vehicle, and then 325 a white sedan, but then he mentions another white colored car. I'm just wondering, I want to make sure everyone agrees that these are two different vehicles.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. The white sedan seen traveling. Okay, so I think what he was saying with that was they are different vehicles.
Yeah.
I think these are the ones that are all listed on, like where they're tracking suspect vehicle 1.
Mm-hmm.
And he's pointing out that some of them are different is what I believe. I'm not as good with that car though, because for some reason when I look at cars, my brain just like short circuits. They all look the same to me.
Yeah.
And so I've watched people pick apart the cars and I'm like, if y'all say so.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not a car person.
I'm not a car person either, but I went to compare his notes to like what I watched because I'm not a car person. So I put like light color or I put Elantra ? And I found it interesting because it matches up to his notes of like a light color or a white color. So I'm like, okay, Mr. Whitcomb, we watched the same thing. And then he leaves out such gaps that I know if he watched this thing, he watched, 10 minutes prior, but it's not in the book.
So what did he leave out?
Such as like even 351, like we know Molly is walking around. That's on camera. That's not there. He just has Dylan and Emily. She's at a dumpster for a hot minute. You know what I mean? Little details like that. He doesn't have it. Now 356. See, I have 356. So does he. That Elantra right there. But he has vehicle. I have Elantra ? So again, I don't know cars, but we're watching the same thing. So I just feel like there's things that, again, he either had to leave out or purposely left out.
Yeah. I mean, that's somebody said Pavarotti was really good with the cars, and I agree. He was the one that I watched a lot of his car stuff because I was like, I don't know about the car.
Mm-hmm. And do you know the name David B, obviously, with the case then? I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Oh, David Barry? Yeah.
The curly-headed one.
Mm-hmm.
Because he stated on one night in Idaho that he left the area around 4 a.m. because he felt off. So I
heard that. I noticed that too.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so I have it in my timeline because I'm like, could you just please clarify, David, which car is yours? So are you the white color? Are you the white Elantra? Like, which one is
Didn't
yours?
he say he walked? Didn't he say he was crossing the field?
He was sober, bro. He was driving people home. And in the beginning, he said he was popping in. See, I got their statements down with my timeline. He said he was popping in and out of places, seeing if anyone needed anything. And what's interesting is you do see someone popping in and out of places. I think it's way around 1-ish o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? I'm not looking at that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There is somebody popping in and out, just like David B said that he was doing that night. But he was sober, bro.
Mm-hmm. You know, I've looked sideways at both Davids since the 4chan thing, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, David L.
Yeah. Which I want to know, though. So here's a random, thought I've had before. And I guess because, I make my videos so structured a lot of the times that I don't throw in my random thoughts, and a lot of them get lost to the ether. But I had a thought that, oh, look, and I lost it that fast. What were we talking about? I looked at my cat. I'm sorry.
You stop. Don't do this to me.
That is my worst. That's why I record things, guys, because I lose my train of thought mid-sentence.
I am already thinking about how many people are going to give me crap when I post this to YouTube, and we're like this, trying to fix this stupid box. So that's where my anxiety is right now. But yeah. David, we were talking about David L, David B.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. David L so it's somewhere, I don't know if it was in that 4chan post, but they referred to him as Dirty South.
Oh,
do you remember? Yeah, I think that's where that came from. And one thing about the audio that when me and my husband were listening, because I kept making him listen too, what do you hear? What do you hear? When the 11-12 audio came out. Okay. And at one point I looked at him and I was like, that dude he sounds like us. He's got there was an accent a little bit now and then that you could catch. And I was like, I wonder if there's any of their friends that were from the South or from the Midwest.
Interesting.
Yeah. And it was just this one, at one point, I think it was really early, maybe right before the 227 scream. But there was a part that you could hear the voice pretty clear, and it sounded a little twangy. So it makes me wonder about that nickname.
That I'm looking at 227. That's when we have somebody saying, get that jack. And then you have, I really want him to stop, from a female.
See, I didn't hear anything that clear.
Yeah. So
I want to get the really good headphones though, because I do think the headphones people use make a difference as well.
When I did that timeline, I had to take, as soon as I posted it, because I had to do it in 6 different videos, I took, I don't know how much time I needed to myself, because when I first listened to it, it was so grainy and windy. It was terrible to watch that for several hours. And then it was a week or 2 later. I don't know which creator had it, but I did it right away. I did it all back to back. And then they were able it might have been True Crime Forensics, with their system, the Sherlock, there's something there, but, I re-listened to it all over again, each one 7 hours, and then again and again for certain parts of the minutes, to get that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But there are creators who have done such a good job, and that's how I was able to hear it. And then, I again went from it being terrible to then re-listening to it, and they slow it down so you really can hear what's going on. And then you also realize how much conversation can be had in just 1 minute.
Oh yeah, a lot.
But during that time where you're saying that twangy voice, I mean, there's so much down. That's when you also hear sit the F down. And I wonder if that could also come into play with that phone, because it's right, but it's during that time. You know what I mean?
It could.
Did she accidentally sit on it or push it with her watch? Because he says, I don't know. There's something there though. But
I don't know. I need to go back. I know there's a YouTuber, Outcast. He's done a lot of like work with the audio, and like a lot of that's like really clear. And I've been meaning to go back and listen to that.
I was actually just emailing Outcast.
Really?
Yes, because the custody queens, got me in touch with him because he's a little fire himself too. But he's really good with audio. I just haven't.
He's really good.
Yes, I haven't gotten back to his last email, but there is a part in Dylan's interview, not to spoil anything, but there's a part in her interview, there's a word she says, and I know based on his skills, I just want him to compare that to that 911 call of whose voice that is in the beginning. I just haven't sent it off to him, but he is very good at audio.
He's very good. Look, we both got our little blankies.
I know.
Such girls. We're at a sleepover, guys.
Yes. Okay.
Can her watch tell you if she's moving during? I wish we had all the records. I was asking this on YouTube too. I want to know, like, I don't know the whistleblower laws is my problem, I think. But I don't understand if Chris Whitcomb has this massive file. He has the entire Brady disclosure. And I get why he couldn't dump the whole thing.
Yeah.
But why could he not dump a good amount of it? Why could he not release some of that?
Right. You're already taking heat. Just take it all, man.
Yeah. Like he could just give it to us.
Right.
And so I don't really know, like, if there's a legal reason why he can't. Or if it's just like he doesn't want to push it further. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe that's it. That could be it. Maybe like I've already pushed it far. I don't know. See, I would be like, no, let's keep going. Go big or go home. But that's me.
Right. I mean, if you're going to get in trouble anyway.
Right. Right. I think that he obviously has information that if he gave it to us, it would absolutely. Again, we're getting from wasn't it Ethan's phone records that the whole Erica thing came from? So I'll double check that. But or Xana's phone. Well, then how come we don't have anything else from Xana's phone? Did anyone else text her? I want that. Give me everything, Mr. Whitcomb. I bet you have it.
That's my thing is like, give it to us.
Yeah.
Because like, I feel like the public can do a lot more than people give us credit for. Because there's so many people that are so skilled in so many different things. Absolutely. That if you just release it and let people do what they do, the chances of actually figuring something out is just a lot higher than people that don't really care, if that makes sense.
No, it really does. I said this in a video or two of mine that Gabby Petito was found from a vlogger.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I was on maternity leave with my second child at that time, so I was able to watch everything, and I remember being so invested in that, and I would watch Bruno, whatever, with Mr. Brian Enton, who I know covers this case. Brian is not STUPID. He is you know what I mean? He knows what he's doing with his job. Like, I understand that side because I almost went to school for that side of like journalism, reporting, and all of that. I just didn't really, I don't know. But there's something with it and what they're doing. And just like Whitcomb, they know stuff, but they can only say what they can to the public. And that's really frustrating for us because it's just that one thing and everything would take off.
Right. I don't know. It's really frustrating for me because I'm like, okay, so like him and it's pretty clear that him and Brent Turvey worked very closely together on this book because you get a lot of Brent Turvey's direct quotes, and he's under a lot of heat right now for talking and releasing things or whatever. But technically it's not Brent Turvey, right, that would have released anything. Brent Turvey is bound by different rules and different laws and whatnot because he worked on the case than Chris Whitcomb, an author, would be. So I just don't understand, like, if he's willing to go through all the work to put out this book and to challenge the narrative and to put himself under fire, why would he not want to all the way just be like, this is what I got. Look at it, guys.
Because I feel like he's going to sit back there as a former FBI agent and be like, yep, I gave them everything. I swear to God, somebody posted it. He said an online sleuth. I don't know why that's but he said an online sleuth was going to figure it out. And I think it's like, and I truly believe it's because he gave us a silver platter. The internet's going to turn that into a gold platter. He gave us some of the information we needed. There could still be someone else who comes in and puts food on that silver platter for us to make it a gold platter.
Right.
But
I just wish we had the records associated with what he released because I want the data in my hands. I don't want this is what I saw. Okay, well, two people can look at the same thing and say two completely different things,
Yeah.
Two people can listen to the same thing and hear two completely different things. So that's why I just wish he would have given us the records and not just his opinion on the records.
100%. I have somebody who has followed me almost since, I would assume, since the beginning. She is something in the justice system, legal world, and she is she worded it. And again, I always psych myself out because I'm like, well, if I request stuff from them, am I basically giving Moscow PD my information? Because no, thank you. I don't need the captain to know I talked about his BALLS online.
I'm sure they already do. I think you'd be surprised how much they all watch.
let me go ahead and give you my information on a platter for, you know what I'm saying? Because I think if you request stuff, you have to, they need to know who you are, is what I'm getting at. This person who had spoke to me basically worded it that I think we can request some of the stuff he has, but it's about knowing how to word it.
A lot of FOIAs are like, the requests are really all about the wording.
And if you say one word wrong, it could actually make it take longer for it to get to you. She was very detailed. This person, I try to keep, they don't, whatever, respecting their privacy, but she has very much helped guide me. But I'm always like, I don't know about letting Payne know.
My thing is just they charge an arm and a leg for everything. Mm-hmm. Moscow is like charges the most. I have never, like, Jules has put in so many requests.
Yeah.
And she's very open about like the process for that and what she paid for it and whatnot. And some of the prices she has paid blows my mind. Like Arkansas would never, Missouri would never. Those are the only places I've messed with requests, but they would never.
Yeah. I remember her talking about, I think she only got like a picture or a screenshot of something. And it was like, I don't know, redacted, blacked out. And she paid an arm and a leg just for that.
Yeah. Oh, I'd be so mad.
Right. That's where my manager, customer service would be like, excuse me, absolutely not. Nope, I'm not. Nope.
Cop selling footage is crazy. I'm telling you, I feel like they should just release files when we ask, but that's not the way it is. I like reading the comments.
Because I think Connor or somebody just got
a interview. Connor did, some Christie's Chaos did. There's been so many new releases that I can't even keep up with it.
I know.
I haven't even watched them all yet. What is that?
I don't know.
So exciting.
It's so exciting. I know, because I still haven't even made one for Chicken Guy, and people keep tagging me in this Chicken Guy video, and I'm gonna have a field day, and I have yet to make a video of Mr. Austin with his hand on
Chicken Guy. I was so excited. I did not know his name. For the longest time I could not figure out who that guy was.
And that's interesting because when I used to go live, again, I've only done it a few times, and it was just myself talking to everybody. People told me to look into the name Austin, but there were so many names to look into.
So many.
But people told me that name, and I've heard it for a while, but I didn't know a last name, or maybe they said it. Who knows? But Buck.
Can we talk about the house being demolished? Actually, yeah. So that is something. Well, I don't know. I didn't realize until recently how much the Chapin siblings, specifically Hunter, wanted that house gone.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much like he was really like, I need it gone.
Yeah.
And I also didn't realize how much pull they had with the university. So I've kind of wondered if maybe that was some of the reason they wanted the house gone so bad, was because one of the victims' families were so like affected by the house being there type thing. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if that's a factor. I don't know though.
And I would say I would feel like I could give leniency only to him because he was the sibling. You know what I mean?
His twin brother, like.
Right. He wouldn't want to see that house. He says that one night in Idaho, he's like, I couldn't look at that every day. And I, in my opinion, I know people have their opinions about him, and that's fine. Because at the end of the day, we've got to play all cards here and think about it. But I want to believe in my heart his brother had no idea, nothing. I think his brother drops hints on one night in Idaho too, because he says that they were in his room. He saw them leave, and then David B comes on the screen and he was like, I was the last one who saw Xana as she was leaving, or blah, 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 blah.
Did he say that? I think I missed that. That he was the last one to see her?
Yes. His direct words, David B, because I made a video about it. He sees her as she's leaving Sigma Chi.
Mm.
It's
I
on.
wanted to go back to that Hunter Chapin thing though, because I wasn't saying that like Hunter was involved. I don't think Ethan's siblings had anything to do with anything.
No.
But I do think that it was his emotions that maybe like the pain of seeing it, which is understandable, right? Like I'm not judging him for that at all. But I also feel like the house should not have been demolished because the trial hadn't even happened. It needed to be preserved. Like I feel like that might be in hindsight something everybody looks back on and goes, okay, well, this is something where like the grieving process inhibited what needed to be done type stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I agree.
The house should have never been demolished.
I agree. And I agree with what you're saying with Hunter, that for him, I would assume that he would be affected by that, but and the sister too. I saw someone's comment and I agree. Maisie, in my opinion, I feel like Hunter, the brother, does almost like cry a little bit and he's like uncomfortable, like a man, like almost a
he looks so like deeply sorrowful. You know what I mean? Like I see the same look in Kaylee's sister's eyes sometimes, and it makes me want to cry. Like the deep grief.
Yeah. Yes, and I think Ethan's mother has it in her eyes too.
Maddie's mom has it bad.
Yes. You can just tell by looking at them in that docu that they've just been through it. And speaking of the Chapins, that whole love triangle thing, I just had a video sent to me and I was on live last night and I was just kind of asking a question and I said, you guys, and we were talking about the Chapins. I said, because his mother made a comment, I don't know what doc or what interview it was, but that's when she's talking about it wasn't a love triangle or anything. And I was on live last night. If you guys were with me, you heard me say it. I said, if I was a mother and something happened to my son, I'm pretty sure Ethan was on her phone plan. I, as a mother, would have immediately gotten my son's records that day. And somebody sent me a video. Somebody sent me a video, and that's exactly what Olivia did for Kaylee's phone.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Exactly what she did.
And if she got the records, that should have that 17-minute phone call. Because I was thinking about if somebody had deleted that call from Kaylee's phone too, that would also prolong them from knowing that.
But the phone records, it would be there.
Right, exactly. And clear as day, she said she got them the next day, however detailed they are or not. But I literally said that on live. I'm like, if I was, Stacy or a mother, I was like, I would get those records. And here she is saying the 2 a.m. is not a dark hour. And she says it wasn't a love triangle or something. Did she see those messages?
She could have, or known about the like Xana and Pete thing. Because, before the book came out, I was working on, the social circle thing, which got our map here. I would really love to know if anybody knows how to turn this into like a digital, like a shareable computer version. Because, I do everything by hand, but it's helpful to have. But the Xana and Pete thing blew my mind. Did not know that.
Yeah.
That Xana had a previous. Now, they did say they weren't dating. Like, it was like they were hooking up, I guess. But they were like three little peas in a pod, Peter and Xana and Ethan. They were all very close. So that just surprised me because I did not expect that.
Right. What if Peter was just jealous that, it just didn't work with him and Xana, you know what I mean? And then you got Ethan coming in, swooning, and then you've got this power couple that he never could be with her. You know what I mean? Like there's just a lot of
there's really no telling, the inner workings of people, but I kind of wonder if that's kind of what maybe if Stacey Chapin knew all of that and was trying to get ahead of a rumor, or like maybe she was, I don't really know, but that was a weird statement. And I thought about it recently too, because I think I talked about it on one of the videos.
Yeah, like why would she ever say that unless she knew something? You know what I mean? Because again, she says the 2 a.m. was a dark hour. Like, what do you mean? You listen to stuff.
She knows more than she's been willing to say, for sure.
Oh yeah, and the father just looks. It's just so sad because he's
there's only some of them I can handle more than others, but like I cry every time I watch Maddie's mom in an interview. Every time. I will cry every time because it's all over her. It's just etched in her face. The like unbearable grief. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's a few. Did you watch that one document? I don't have it right in front of me. It's that one where there's 4 female friends. That's the Kaylee McConkey friend in that one. It's when she says that she got the vandal alert. Oh, I was talking about this on my live and I said I'd bring it up to you. Her name's Kaylee McConkey.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, she appears to be very nice, but it caught me off guard because on this documentary that I don't know the name off the top of my head, but it's on an old video, she comes on with 3 other girls and she says when that first vandal alert was sent, which was at 1:04 p.m., and it said that there was an unaliving on King Road, she said she swiped her phone right because she didn't think anything of it.
That's what is a weird thing to do anyway.
Exactly. And she's somebody who got a tattoo. So, and she's with those other guys. It just really made me just be like, I would never swipe right if it said an unaliving, let alone the street with my friends on there. But a minute after that first vandal alert, Eric, the Uber driver, will text Kaylee, "Are you okay?" And so what I asked people on live was, this is a grown man in his 30s. I thought the vandals alert were for school students only, not an app that people could have. I thought even the girls said that. I think even Kaylee or one of them says that it was only for students. And we were talking about that. And if I could almost prove that or whatever, how would everybody feel about Eric sending a text right away to Kaylee, "Are you okay?" a minute after the unaliving?
Well, Eric's wife works for Moscow Police Department.
That's probably why. See, there we go. See, there's something. So that's why he would know right away. He did more than Kaylee McConkey. I mean, he texts, "Are you okay?" She swiped right.
I was trying to remember. I think that's the girl because I didn't know her name, but she was the one that was with the other girl, like a girl named Sophia. I think there's a part in the book about it because I didn't know their names. So something that I've realized, because we did on YouTube I did Kaylee's social circle, Kaylee and Maddie's.
Okay.
But I realized after I was done and was working on Xana and Ethan's that I missed a very significant group. And that's what they call the King Girls. So I need to go back and make another video about that. And I don't know what was her name? Michaela?
Kaylee McConkey.
Okay, yeah. The McConkey. I don't know if she's one of them, but one of the girls that was listed in that same paragraph was one of the King Girls for sure.
Okay.
But they lived in the house that Xana used to live in, the long one, like the backyard that backed up to the King Road to 1122. Okay. That was their house. And they were really good friends with Kaylee. The 4 King Girls.
Yeah.
Might have been more than 4.
See, she caught me off guard because she appeared to be the only one with tears in her eyes on this docu. And then as soon as she said, "I swiped right," because I thought nothing of it, I was like, "Girl, you lost me. Here I thought you were sincere. Now you're swiping right. What do you mean?" She was the only one I noticed crying.
All right, here, my baby. But I was trying to say, what is that girl's name? Because there was a significance to that. I wonder if I'll be able to flip right to it. Probably not. I got 10,000 tabs on this thing.
Somebody mentioned somebody who is in the sus list. God, who was it? Somebody said, I thought it when they said Kaylee, I didn't think it was Kaylee, like that Kaylee. So then I wondered if it was this Kaylee. When word got out that it was Maddie and Kaylee, they're like, I didn't think it was Kaylee Gonzalez. I thought it was a different Kaylee. I'm like, well, what do you mean? I
remember that too. Yeah.
So I didn't know if that's maybe what you were getting at. But.
No, this was something about the King Girls. So there were some documents where they mention the King. I don't know. There's something there, and I need to circle back and look at it again. But there was something about that, and I think she might have been one of them.
There's a lot of people here, and there's some girl named Allie. I just don't have her last name, but when I first did my timeline, I was impressed that a week or so, whenever this book first came, people kept sending me stuff. They're like, "Oh my God, wasn't there an Allie in your timeline?" And I'm like, y'all just impressed me that you
it's Allie Benson.
Minute for minute, because you hear I talked about this last night when I was practicing, just to go over it, because you see the name now in the book. You're hearing Dylan say, "I left Allie's house," and you clear as day sorry, there's a long timeline. It's like 10 pages.
Yeah, it's Allie Benson is who you're talking about.
Yeah, and at 1:15 in the morning, you hear, "Help me, Allie." Like someone screaming Allie's name, "Help me." And then
is it on one of the audios?
Yeah, you can hear it from the balcony. I call it the porch cam, but it's labeled balcony, so
Yeah.
you can see it from that one, and you can also hear it from Linda Lane.
Another one that I noticed is there was a document with the interview that was from the house that was like the one that we're looking straight at in the balcony video.
1119.
Yes.
Yep.
And I think it was somebody there, but they were saying that at some point, and I think they said right around 4 a.m. or something. I'd have to go back and look. Don't quote me on that. But they heard somebody yell Jesse. And I thought that was interesting, seeing as how Bethany was with Yessie.
Ooh, I don't have that part, but I would say that that's a very good. Yeah, if we're, you know what I mean? We're hearing names and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden that, like, when I thought about the alley, I was thinking like Ashlyn Couch, maybe. Like maybe Allie was like short for Ashlyn until someone else named Allie, and I was like,
Mhm.
oh, we're getting somewhere. But I'm gonna make note of that just so I can listen to that because there was Yessie. I remember.
Yes, it's in one of the documents. It talks about it's just in the guy's statement, and he was like, "I was sleeping," or it might have been a girl, but whoever lived there was like, "I." One thing I did hear was somebody yelled Jesse outside their window,
Wow.
and I was like, "That's really interesting," since Bethany was with Yessie. I also didn't realize that it was Yessie that told the police that she saw Dylan at Allie's, and that Dylan wasn't drinking.
Yeah, every time I post a video, I swear, I'm like, oh, I forgot something. I would have ate that video if I put in the interviews that apparently everyone was saying Dylan wasn't drinking.
Yeah.
And here
And
she is.
Yessie, I feel like would be a credible source for that because she was pretty close with Bethany and they were all at that same area.
And here's Dylan in a 2-hour interview that was terrible to listen to for 2 hours.
Man.
She went into detail of what she had, what she didn't have. Like, I mean, like how many here and then here, talking about like a board or something like that. Like, I'm not even joking. Percents in each thing. Oh, she's keeping this on her.
It hurts to listen to that girl talk sometimes.
Yeah. And you're not the first person. After I posted that, everyone's like, but now they're saying everyone around her was saying she wasn't even intoxicated.
Yeah. And I think it was Yessie. I think it might have been. I'll have to go back. I think it was that also said that she went to, so I guess after they did all the Moscow interviews, like they took everybody to the station and interviewed them, they set them all up in a hotel for the night.
Yeah.
And and whoever else out of their neighbors didn't feel safe could go too or whatever. But one of the girls said that Dylan was acting real weird. And that Bethany wasn't saying anything, but that Dylan was talking like a lot, like she was fine.
Sorry, it's making me confirm I'm not a robot.
What?
Because we've been on live for a while, so it was like, here, do this. Shoot. I heard a lot of like rumors that Dylan was like walking around like the next day or night or something, like out partying, laughing at stuff. And I'm like,
yeah, I heard that too.
Really dark.
I don't understand that.
Right. Why would you ever, oh my God, let alone if you were involved.
Yes, didn't Dylan and them party the next night? Yes. Bethany didn't. Now, Bethany, I think Bethany might have been a little traumatized for real. I think they had different experiences.
I do too, and I think she almost might be traumatized from the same people that did it. You know?
Right.
Like, I keep thinking about, I don't know. Dylan might, I don't know. What if Dylan found something out about Kaylee and Maddie or this and that, and Bethany just happened to be home? Like, Bethany just happened to be home, and it was something like, Bethany, you're going to do this or else, you know?
Well, I will tell you something, a video that I plan on doing pretty soon, and I need to circle back to. I don't know how long it'll be till I get to it, but I feel like something more people need to analyze is Friday night.
Yeah.
Because when you line everything up and then you listen to Dylan's November 17th interview, she makes it sound like they didn't even actually go to the formal and that they went because you had to have a sober hour and that Maddie called them an Uber. So when you listen to all of that, but then you read the statements, and I think it's a section in that other book that came out about the Idaho 4. Mm-hmm. Maybe. I don't remember where this part came from. It's in one of the books. But there's some weird things said, and I kind of wonder if Dylan and Kaylee got into it that night. Because then they leave the formal, they're having this party at the King Roadhouse, right? Like they had a bunch of friends over, they had a party. But Dylan says she doesn't see Kaylee the rest of the night. She doesn't know where she was. Kaylee came home at some point. It was the tone and the way that she said it that I was like, I think I need to circle back to this.
I think that if you do, I think that because I think that would be something to look into, because people have been telling me or like hinting or something about hearing something about Kaylee and Dylan, and why did Kaylee leave or something like that along those lines. I don't know. And did Dylan try to like make it up to her with asking her to be her date, but wasn't her being the date Friday? You know what I'm saying? Because there isn't in the book that Dylan asked Kaylee to be like her date for that
weekend. She did.
Yeah. But
I don't know if the part is true about like her going to Coeur d'Alene to ask her. I don't know if that part is true. But I know that Kaylee did agree to be Dylan's date that night.
Yeah. Just to circle back to what you were saying, I don't know where I heard it from, but someone was definitely saying like something about Dylan and Kaylee possibly having like a altercation.
Yeah, because Dylan kind of makes it sound like that with the way she was talking in her interview. You can hear it in the audio. Like you can kind of pick it out in her paper, like the paper version. But the way she talks about Friday night in the audio, you're like, wait a minute.
Right.
What are y'all talking about posts from Dylan's dad? I want to know.
Yeah, they're going so fast.
I know. That's why I'm like, is someone going to answer that? I just got it.
You're so...
What does that mean?
See, isn't it?
Do you know anything about posts from Dylan's dad?
No. Y'all, who's keeping all the fun and secrets?
Right.
Like what?
I don't know. I don't know anything about posts from Dylan's dad, but I saw two people, maybe more. Text messages from her father. Wait, the ones that morning? The one where he was like, is 1 or 2 o'clock better to talk or whatever?
He is saying they're weird.
Okay, yeah, that's what they're... Okay, yeah, I did see that. Saying she had a video of all of them at 3:10. Thought that she was using Boise time when she was saying 3:10.
Yeah, that made me really mad in the interview. I heard that too. I played the very end of that clip because she knew what she was doing that entire time. And then finally when
she was deliberately muddying that up, I felt.
And then
because she kept... Yeah. But that is weird. I do think that could account for some of our, the discrepancies in the timestamps, is not like from people deliberately doing that, but being in Moscow when it happened, but then going back home to Boise. Well, suddenly you're on Boise time and they're just looking at their phones and their phones update. I think some of that might have been muddled by accident.
Yeah.
But I feel like Dylan was kind of doing it on purpose because she had already realized she was giving them Boise time and continued to do that, but then sometimes would give them Moscow time.
Exactly. She knew the difference between the two, but and that's why I didn't play that part of her interview, because I knew it would confuse everybody until they heard the end, because she's talking about the text with Eric and it was at 3:10. And the whole time I'm like, girl, it's at 2:10. It's at 2:10. When are you going to fix the time?
And how weird is it that she texted him at 2:10, but then didn't open the message until 4 something?
I need to add that in because I think I remember her talking about that too, that it showed with that new information that came out that after she never opened that message from Eric.
Right. So until like she was already in Bethany's room.
That's why I think he plays a role, even if it's small, because right around that time of the timeline, and you know how you have that behind you, as far as my timeline goes, it's like a written document where it's all color coded. So I know which camera I'm looking at.
I have one too, but mine's just scribbled. It's not pretty.
I said I was going to share mine with the world too. I think that it would only be helpful and beneficial too. I just want to know how to share it and also make sure at the end of the day, people can alter it. And that's what bugs me the most, because you know, I can't fix that. But around...
No, you can't. Anything you release out into the world can be changed and altered.
Yeah. So around that time at 2:10, Dylan Mortensen to the Uber driver asking if he was driving. And then she does not open that message. That same time from the Linda Lane parking, there's a car. You can hear a car door twice, like slamming its doors possibly, because I'm hearing this versus being able to like see it. There's a car beeping twice from the Linda Lane parking and distant conversation a minute after Dylan texts the Uber driver. And And then a minute after that, we have a loud sound like an airplane. And I don't know if that's a vehicle, but you can hear it from the balcony cam. And then a minute later is when Eric will text Dylan confirming he was, but then again, Dylan never opened the message. And then 2 minutes later is when Kaylee apparently sends the text to Jack D. Come
right. Yeah, that all happens back to back to back.
With the driver being right around there, and Dylan's not opening that message. So I almost feel like, is there something between that driver and Dylan and Jack, and everyone is communicating right there between, because
there's something really odd about the timing of her sending that text that has always bugged me, but I don't know what it means, but it does bother me.
Yeah. And then,
yeah, see, and somebody else pointed out too, like, why would the grub truck was closing? Like, I know they said that it would stay open though. Like if there were people standing outside, the grub truck would stay open. They weren't strict about like, we're closing the window at, 2:30, but still like they would have known that they were wrapping up to close for the night. It doesn't make any sense.
Right. That's when things start getting bad on the timeline, is like 10 minutes after she texts that driver, because at 2:21 is where I think everyone, if you've seen that clip, you hear, "You guys go see if Xana's inside or if she's alive." That's at 2:21, 10 minutes after she's texting the driver. So there's something with that, and I hope that
there's something weird about it for sure.
How do you feel about Quinn?
I don't really feel any kind of way about him.
Yeah, I know a lot of people want to know about him, and I feel like as much as his name could be heard if people listen, if they go listen, has he ever had an interview?
I'm sure. Well, actually, I don't know. Not that I know of, but there are a lot of key individuals were interviewed by the FBI, not ISP or Moscow. So, and we don't get those interviews. They don't ever have to release them. They never will. They will keep telling us it's under investigation forever and always because they're the feds. Yeah.
That's annoying. Yeah. You hear his name so much in that footage. Do you have any feeling, or have you seen anything on who ended that 17-minute phone call? Because I got nothing on who ended it.
Not for sure, no. Okay. No official, I figure for the way that Kaylee and Maddie were calling him back to back, he had to have hung up on her. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. But I don't think there's no official record of who actually ended the phone call.
Yeah. David. The comments are so fast.
I know. How crazy is that Jack made the phone call, though? That blew my mind.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for that.
I wasn't at all.
No.
Because that also, but I do think the reason that Olivia never came out and said anything about that 17-minute phone call, we know that she got Kaylee's phone records immediately. I think they told her, do not say anything about that. It was at the very beginning before they knew anything, and Jack was a suspect at first.
Mm-hmm. Number one.
So I think Olivia told the media what she could, but they told her, do not release that about the phone call.
That's a very good point, because yes, he was number one. That's a very good, because I know that they get a lot of backlash, and I understand where people could be frustrated, but we really have to try to imagine, if we were them, what could we do and what could we not do? You know what I mean? And it's a situation I don't think any of us want to pretend to be in. But I think that that's a really good possibility right there, that they said that to her, and that's why she didn't say that. I just feel bad because that's very,
because her times were very accurate, like she said, and she was very careful about her words, because she said they're kind of like the police did, that there was a call between she didn't necessarily say that Kaylee called Jack at 2:26. She said there was a call at 2:26, or something like that.
Yeah.
But she had all the times right.
Exactly.
But she left that out. And I'm like, I guarantee you the police told her, because she had to be the one to send it to them. They had not pulled all the records yet or downloaded the phones or extracted the information. She sent it to them. I guarantee you. I mean, that's just an opinion, but
I think it's a good one.
It's a guaranteed opinion.
It's a very good one because I'm trying to picture if that was me and I'm in front of and I'm going to go live, right, talking about this, and I've got somebody telling me you can't say that part, and it's like, okay,
and they were really serious about the G's not putting out some information. They were constantly trying to basically get them in trouble for talking too much.
I think Steve or one of them said that, like, didn't the judge like say directly to them, like,
they did, yeah.
He
spoke directly to him, was like, Steve G, I'm talking to you.
Stop doing this. It's not going to bring him back or something like that. And I'm like, yep, that's when you put this Scorpio in handcuffs, y'all, because
right, I swear. It was very, like, insensitive, I feel like.
And I think people forget about the things that they've been through before they have this judgment, which again, they are their opinions are validated. I'm not going to take it away from you. If you think something's sketchy, it is what it is. But I tried to go back to the beginning and read Christy's Facebook post just from saying, she does say that they failed them. She does say that they weren't.
Oh, they both said that over and over again up until he took a plea deal.
Exactly. And embarrassing that Olivia, with the amazing speech that she had, but Olivia and Steve, all of them, they didn't even know details at that point.
I think that is so terrible. They did them so dirty for that. Like,
yeah, I screamed in my phone after that because I was like, that's embarrassing. Because Steve says you messed with the wrong officers, you messed with the wrong community, and they don't even know how bad they've done.
Right.
And I was like, I don't think people understand that part of it. I'm not saying you guys, again, can't think this, and that about them, but they were screwed from the beginning.
What? Somebody said something about a machete. What did y'all say? Can I go back up? Oh, I can.
Yes, you can.
Who are the guys in the video of Maddie with the machete?
Wasn't that Xana with that? It's like a watermelon, right?
I've seen the watermelon picture. Does someone have a...
I thought Xana had it, and there's like somebody to the side with an instrument. Yeah, see, that's Xana. See, I think it's Xana.
Okay. I don't know. Sometimes people still come up with information, like things I haven't seen before. So I'm like, wait, what?
She's like holding a watermelon, like almost like in a sliding door, coming out of a sliding door. But I think it's just a picture. I don't think I saw anything move. But you see an instrument of what you just said, starts with an M or something like that. Like to the side.
Okay. Yeah. Because I know somebody was asking who were the guys in the picture, but I didn't know who those guys were.
Yeah, see, they've got the video, so it must have been a video. I must have just saw like the screenshot of it or something like that. So
whoever said I've got the video, send it to me.
Same,
please. Thank you.
Yeah, I only saw the picture. So yeah, but that is there.
Did you notice that the ladder was up I did notice the ladder in the crime scene.
Yeah. And I just played that part of Dylan's interview where it's in that 2-hour excruciating interview where she mentions to the lady, Keely was scared with that balcony and that somebody could climb up the balcony. And I'm like,
I know for a fact I could climb up on that balcony.
Yeah.
Like, I said that from day one. Like the house I grew up in, like we had a balcony on I don't know, my mom's house had a weird layout. Like it was a big open room, but she had a balcony, and I used to monkey up that thing all the time, me and my friends.
Yeah, and imagine
we had parties when my parents went out of town by monkeying up the balcony and unlocking the door.
That's a jungle gym for a college student.
Absolutely. And like you can kind of tell the house is very old, right? And it's built up on that hill on that far side where the road to go up like into that parking lot behind the house. The balcony on that end is kind of like slanted, I guess. And then you have the hill. I'm like, oh yeah, easy. Somebody could get up there so easy.
And I remember Jess Rains, she's probably in this live. Her and she would talk about that balcony with me all the time. And she was like, Nikki, there's something with that balcony. And she pointed out that I don't know if it's Dylan's though, like her, I don't know, because there's a couple of them. There's one though, if you look at it, like it isn't like there's like, you've got like, 6 inches, 7 inches of like almost foot space before you would even have to put your leg over to get to the balcony.
Yes. If it was a tall guy, easy peasy.
Easy. And Dylan brings it up in her interview that Kaylee was scared of the balcony. And
she also brings up how she heard Kaylee get to her room with Murphy, and then she yelled, "Someone's here," and ran down.
Yes. So the person...
What also gets me about the narrative right now is that everybody's kind of shifted everything, where the person going up the stairs and whoever said someone's here was Xana all along. That does not make sense to me, only because of how sure, which we all know in Dylan's interview, she was pretty much, right? Yeah. Like, I don't know if it's real. I don't know if I imagine it, but she was sure it was Kaylee because she recognized her voice, and she was very clear about that.
And she said it like 3 or 4 times.
Yes.
Like, Kaylee.
And she could mix up a lot of other things, like maybe the footsteps or the, like, she could do that, but I highly doubt she would mix up Xana and Kaylee's voice.
Exactly. It's not anything against any, but I feel like Xana was more, you could tell. I mean, I don't know how to say it. Kaylee almost more high pitchy-ish, girly-ish, and not that, you know what I'm saying? Xana was different. What was I going to say about that? I don't remember. Because I think even in the book, Mr. Whitcomb...
Oh, I wanted this one right here. So somebody said, what do y'all think about the pics on Dylan's wall resembling the cuts on the victims? Have you heard that one?
No, but I saw something about like her artwork, and all I got to say is please leave my eyes alone, because I have...
No, that one, what they're talking about is so... That's one of the facts that I pulled out of this book that I'm having a hard time with. So... one thing that he talks about is how Kaylee and Maddie both had signature wounds.
Yes.
Post-mortem, right?
That bothers me.
Two from ear to ear.
Yep.
And 1 down the shoulder.
Yep.
God, I wish I could. Is there a way to do this? I want to show y'all so bad. The picture, if you zoom in on Dylan's artwork picture, not along with her bushy eyebrows and the eyes and all the sketches and stuff, there's a picture where all you get is like a neck and a chest, and it has
No.
Yes, girl. Yes. It mimics it so much that like I just sat there staring at my phone and then had to go stare out the window for a while. Like I had to go touch grass.
Excuse me, Candace Owens. I need you to reopen. Wow, I knew that.
And I have the picture right here. I wish I could figure out, how do I do it, guys? Somebody tell me.
Just switch your screen.
Green screen and show the screen. Okay, how do I do that? Wait, do I press this? No.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
It won't let me do that, guys.
It says use the green screen.
Where is the green screen?
Maybe, you're so cute. Where is it? Don't ask me. Press the camera icon.
Oh, no, don't want to do that. Damn it, guys. Dang it, guys. Okay, I don't know how to do it. Camera, green screen, select. That's how it is on like a normal one. I wonder if I'm like have restricted options here.
You might, because you're technically maybe a guest on mine. Here's the thing. Yesterday, I had no problem having 2 people that were big next. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was an option I had, and now it's even limiting me. And now, you know what I don't know.
So weird. Nope. Oh, wait.
Interesting, though. That's dark. Dylan. But him mentioning the signature wounds almost like made me feel validated in a way with my older videos, because I mentioned a long time ago of how distinct they're similar their wounds were, especially around their arms and their hands, let alone
sorry guys
stuff and all that stuff. But you can't, it's somebody who knows what they're doing and has done it a few times, like a hunter.
I'm not seeing the green screen, guys. But yes, there's a picture. If you zoom in on Dylan's artwork, y'all can see it.
That's creepy.
It is really like I had to sit with my feelings after that.
Because there was something I think Christopher Whitcomb said, and I don't know if it was on the Custody Queens, because like you said, he did a lot of interviews, and I was like, sir, I can't keep up with all these 3-hour interviews. Could you please just do 20 minutes?
That's why I haven't been able to listen to all of them.
Right. And it's not that they're not good. There's so much information, but come on now. Ooh, Christopher Whitcomb, what did I want from you? Now I lost my train of thought. There we go.
Add Tia to the third box. Here. I think you have to do it. I can't invite people.
I can't. It won't let me add her. That's the problem because it only shows me. That was the thing. It only shows me like 5-10 people, and I can't search her. So I told.
We are not good at this, you guys.
What was I gonna? Christopher Whitcomb. Shoot, there was something I wanted to quick bring up. Well, I'll have to jump to something else then, because we are on the air. Do you remember that movie, Angels in the Outfield?
Yes.
I am on the air. I need stats.
I loved that movie when I was young.
Me too.
Tell her to click my name. Girl.
It won't let me.
Oh, it's trying to let me comment. All it was going to do was let me comment back to you.
I wonder if it's because I turned off the setting like everyone.
Oh, yeah, because you got to turn the request back on.
Oh, you guys, I don't even know how to get there. Give me a second to think about how I got back to that button. Settings, I think. Nope, that's not where it is, you guys. That's not. Oh my gosh. Yes, old lady problems. I know, turn it back on, but I don't know how to get there. They told me to turn off my settings, and I did. I think it was because I clicked here.
I was about to say, I don't know. It said, girl, click my name. I see it. I think Nikki has to click it.
Nope.
Oh, that just made me big. Well, guys, if not, I'll make a video and put in the picture.
It should not be so hard. Oh, see, I forgot what we were even talking about. The picture of Dylan.
Yeah, the picture's on Dylan's wall.
Yeah, the whole neck thing and that to me is more disturbing than I even imagined.
Oh, it made all my hair stand up because I always said there's something very unconscious about Dylan anyway. Like a lot of the things she says in her interviews, I feel like she's pulling like real, I don't even know how to explain it, but kind of like the bushy eyebrow thing. And then she's got the bushy eyebrows on her wall. And I heard somebody say, I'm here to help you. But that's what was playing on Vampire Diaries.
Yeah.
And like just a bunch of like the clean, like I think it's a mini vacuum.
Right.
It kind of alludes to like a cleanup.
Tia, I clicked your name and then it says reply to you, translate, mark viewer, mute account, block, or report. That's all it gives me for options from clicking from your name from the chat. Sorry.
Yeah. Nikki, click her name in the chat.
No, I did.
Oh.
And it says, oh, well, this looks different. No, this guest. Do I do guests? Is that what she wants me to do?
Probably.
Is she going to show is she trying to show the picture? Because I don't know if that will kick me off.
No, it won't. It's her. It's her framed picture on her wall.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just art.
Do I do this? I think I did it.
So Amber, hi friend. I don't know if you're on a desktop or are you on okay, so Nikki, if you want to ever mod somebody, if you click their name and then like to where their profile comes up, like if you click my name right now while I'm in the box, there should give you 3 dots.
Oh, look, I'm not in charge of this live. I tried to do it.
It does not give me.
Nope, you can't do it because she's the host.
I'm not in charge.
No, it doesn't.
But Amber, if you want to show a photo on your screen, I don't know if you see it, but there should be like a pencil. Do you see like it looks like a pencil?
No.
Fuck.
Yeah, I don't think I can do it because I don't think I have access to like everything.
No, because I feel like CC goes live. Well, wait, on her computer. Can you? I go live on my phone, and you can do it on your phone. Like I can do it. Hang on. Wait.
Thank you, Nicole Page, for sending me.
Yes. Okay, Amber, click your thing. Like click your name. Click your box. Click your box. And then
then
is it modify? Fuck. Hang on. This is so different than when I go, oh my God.
That's what I'm saying. That's
I
what
don't
I'm saying. It's my settings or something that like is off with the live. So I don't think it's you.
I don't
I don't like something's just different.
it's
hang on,
okay,
let me
guys.
look at this
I'll make a little
setting.
video of showing
Yeah.
y'all the thing.
Yeah. Let's keep it flowing. And
All right. If go to your grid and it should allow you to bring you back to 2 people. If you click your settings Midwest and go to the grid layout.
It doesn't let me. That's why Amber gets big and small, because it doesn't allow me to move anything else other than.
Well, the next time you go live and you want it to just be the 2 of you, don't do panel. Just like switch it to just it being you, and then she can just request up, and at that point, and then from there you can play with the layout.
Yeah, this is annoying because I played with the layout the other day. I don't want to make people mad though that we're sitting here messing with the layout.
I'm trying to figure it out.
All right. Have a good time. Bye.
Love you. Never push
Love you.
the button ever again. Sorry, you guys.
Oh, yeah, it says to screen. You have to do it before the live. Okay, yeah. It is kind of complicated, guys.
Right. And you guys don't know what the heck I'm doing, but maybe we'll do this again sometime.
Yeah. It's not hard now I know it's not hard or scary.
Or scary, because you see how quick it goes and how loving and supportive people
Yeah.
are. So feel free, and maybe you'll get me on a dual screen and it won't be so hard on yours.
Yeah.
I didn't even know how to create an event before this, and everyone's like, create an event, and then I was like, oh my God, why are so many people registered? What if
I don't even know what that means. Yep. I saw people asking you to do that, and I was like, good luck. I don't know.
No, I did it.
Because I'm really so bad at it, guys. Like, for being a content creator, like, I'm a very by hand person. I write everything by hand and do everything by hand. The most I know how to do is set up my camera and hit record.
Girl, same. They don't understand that. I hit record, I edit my stuff.
I hit record, and I've learned how to chop parts out, and like, I can do basic stuff. Upload. That's what I know how to do.
Same. So you guys, everyone listening, thank you for dealing with that. I am so sorry.
Thanks for being patient with us, guys.
They were here with me practicing last night, and I was like, I'm good to go. And then I'm so sorry. And Tia, thanks for helping. Let's see. What should we pick Amber's brain about next? I have a thing written down, but maybe we should let the group chat feel involved. What do we got? Why didn't?
Yeah, let's ask her quick, because I got get off about 15 minutes.
All right. I'll upload it to YouTube after.
Yeah. I didn't even know you could does it automatically save?
It is in the live, and because I was able to watch mine last night of, again, that guy that I never want to see again. And I could download the entire thing. And I was like, oh, people were
nice.
People were mad at me on YouTube that we were on TikTok. Hunter telling them to get out and call. What do you think about Hunter telling them to get out and call 911, but they were already out of the house, so they had to go back in the house?
I don't know. I yo-yo really bad on the 911 call, because for a long time I was like, it wasn't strange enough for me to pick it apart. Like, there were bigger things for me to pick apart.
Okay.
So I kind of like sailed over the 911 call. And I guess somewhere in my brain, I'm like, okay, there was one of two things. Either if we were going to follow the prosecution's narrative,
yeah,
it makes sense enough. But as soon as you put in all the other facts, you're like, this doesn't make sense anymore. But it's clearly rehearsed. Like, they clearly discussed before they called.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize either that it's a rule in sororities and fraternities that they have like a crisis manager, or like a person inside the fraternity or the sorority that they're supposed to call before they ever call the police or ever call anything else if anything else happens.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, ew, is that creepy HJ then?
I'm assuming that the Pi Fives would have their own crisis manager.
That's weird. I know so I didn't go to like a big college or anything like that, but my sister did. She reminds me of you with her energy, Amber. But she was, I think it's called an RA or whatever, but that was like a campus, like a on-campus thing, and I don't think that they would have to go through them first. I mean, and that's just me trying to relate to the story in some sort of way.
Yeah.
But I've never heard
I that was news to me. I did not know that.
That's interesting.
So somebody said that's not common though, and that they were in a sorority and they didn't have to do that. But I've heard that a lot now about the crisis managers or whatever.
That's interesting. A lot of comments coming in. I don't want to miss them. What do you think about that first floor bathroom? Any thoughts about the first floor bathroom?
It's way too clean. And actually, I noticed that before, but I guess I never took the time to really think it through until the book pointed it out, and then I was like, hold up. I will say, though, he's a little wrong on something because I was talking about that in my last YouTube video, how strange and too clean it was. Well, when you go back and you pull up all the crime scene photos and you go one by one by one, there actually are towels in there, but they're behind the door.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing. That's literally it.
Yeah. That bathroom has no blonde hair. There's not, I mean, you don't see any hair.
No toothbrushes, no makeup, no toilet paper for a bunch of girls that are drinking.
And Bethany lived down there, so that would have been
right.
her bathroom.
And the other bathrooms were very ordinary, like a normal amount of messiness, like you would expect a bathroom to be of a bunch of college kids that didn't know the police were fixing to come in and take pictures of every inch of their house.
For sure.
That bathroom did not look right, especially given the mess everywhere else. But I also believe that the mess on the first floor was staged.
Yeah.
Like all those cans and those shot glasses, it makes no logical sense where they're laying. Like even if people were to drop them or if they were sitting on the steps, like I can deal with the cans on the steps, but it's the little like fireball bottles.
Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
In like middle of the hallway, around the corner. And I'm like, no.
Like, yeah, who is, yeah. Who put those there? Or was somebody, drinking them and just like, but like you said, it doesn't look like someone just went with it.
It doesn't look natural. It looks staged.
Yeah.
Like they were trying to mimic a party or something.
Yeah. Which is so weird. I saw someone else about the bracelet. Have you seen a picture of this bracelet?
No, I don't really know what bracelet they mean. Is it the bracelet that's on the desk in the spare room?
The thing is, I don't know where the picture of it is. If I have to go back and look at photos, because Mr. Whitcomb says that this bracelet is very important. And let me just tell you, you guys, everybody, all 712 of you, if he's saying that bracelet is important, it was broken and has maybe blood on it.
I went back and I looked because I did hear him say that spare bedroom was so important. So I went through there looking for that bracelet. And there is, I think it's a bracelet. It might be a necklace though, sitting on that little desk in the spare room, but it doesn't look like there's blood on it to me. So, I mean, red stuff on it to me.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I thought that's what he had said. And maybe it was in one of the interviews with him.
He did say that. He did say that.
And I thought, okay, well, who on the internet is gonna put that to whose bracelet was it? We're gonna figure, because I was looking at pictures of Kaylee, I was looking at pictures of Maddie, but I'm like, but where's the picture of the bracelet? Why is it so hard to find that? Because there are people who are so good at this. It's only a matter of time.
Oh yeah.
Out who was wearing Kaylee and Maddie. You can see them almost all the time. Dylan likes wearing bracelets too. So.
Yeah, there's actually one picture. I think she's holding Xana's stuffed animal. Yeah, and she's got them like stacked down her wrist.
I went through pictures for like a day or two just trying to figure out whatever. And the girls wear them all the time. But I didn't know the specific picture.
Okay, yeah, somebody's saying, yeah, it was supposed to be on the spare bedroom floor. I couldn't remember if it was the bathroom or yeah, I don't know about the bracelet because that's the only one I could find. And I'm wondering how he knew it was blood on it. Was he looking from like a visual standpoint? Like that's also another thing that I don't know how I feel about things is there's no clear like where he got some information. Some things he says where he got it. Some things he doesn't.
Yeah. Right. And then some things in the timeline too, like why do you got to put work product in there? Like enough of that. Just put it like between like the cell phone records and things like that. I guess for me and my brain, I'm like, stop it, sir. Can you just stop?
Right. And somebody tried to explain to me what work product was, but I still don't understand, I don't think.
See, and that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I have this minute by minute timeline, and now you're confusing me, Mr. Whitcomb. Could you just stop with the military time? Stop with this. Just give it to me.
He mixed up some timelines in that timeline anyway, and that bothers me as well.
You know.
There's like an extra hour.
Yeah. Oh, the 24 or whatever, that part?
Yeah, because he adds in the 24, but then it goes to the 00.
I know. We talked
about that. So there's two 12 o'clock hours here.
I know.
But by the time it moves to the 1 o'clock timestamps, those are correct again.
Right. It bothers me. I don't know if Lana got a clear answer out of him from that. She might have, because I swear people brought it up. But when you just type it into your computer literally says that it means 1243 of the 13th. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, it shouldn't be this complicated for everybody to go back and forth between, are we talking about 1143, 1243, and why are some people saying 143? How do I have three different options?
There's some jumble in there, and that's what I'm not sure. And he would be familiar with military time, or like it's universal time. And that's why, like, I'm very familiar with it. And that's why I was like, wait a minute. There is no 24th hour.
Yeah. Sorry. I was reading.
I agree with Nicole Page said that some of the book is great and there's problems with others. Like, I'm so thankful for like the identification of some of the names. I probably would have been searching for 6 months from now if he wouldn't have given them to us. But there's a lot of errors in it as well.
Yeah. And I feel like that just gives everybody else a reason to obviously discredit everything then, and that's where obviously the problem comes in.
Yeah, no, it's not all accurate.
What about...
Have you seen... Somebody else said something about Dylan's journal too. What are y'all talking about? Tell me right now.
You're hilarious. We'll come back to the hair in Ethan's hand before you're out in like 13 minutes. Yeah, her journal. What are we talking about?
Yeah, I don't... Because somebody said something about that in my YouTube comments as well. And like I said, I haven't gotten a chance to catch up on everything that's happened. Dylan had a journal, a bunch of messed up stuff. Where is it? How do y'all know that?
You're so funny. Where is it?
Where is it? Give it to me right now.
Funny. Right, give it to us now.
According to Lana, Dylan had a journal. Oh, I need to go over there. Yeah, Lana's... I didn't even get to finish her live. I think that's where I got sidetracked because my book came in. And I was like, and I get super bad tunnel vision, really, really bad, which is why I'm so bad about my messages. Because I get on a subject and I'm like researching it or working on it. And I literally, there's nothing else exists for me in that moment.
I know. I haven't even finished the book yet. I don't know how I could, if I want, I'm a fast reader. If I wanted to, I could, but I'm like, I can't get past 30 pages, Whitcomb, because of everything you just said. I
finished it in like a day and a half.
I should have.
Yeah. Did Lana say she has the journal?
I don't
Look,
know.
I'm gonna have to go see what she's talking about. This is Amber's first live. I've never been live in my whole life.
This was great.
I get so focused on like reading the comments though. I'm like,
that's okay.
Why didn't they test any of the hair? Here's one thing. They did actually test the hair in Ethan's hand. Only one test though, and that was just to compare it to Brian Koberger. It didn't match, obviously. And
do you remember how long it was? Was it at least 5 inches?
No, I think they said it. Wait, I might be mixing up the hair on Kaylee and Maddie's bed.
Did I jump from? I thought we were talking about the one in the hand, right?
We were talking about Ethan's. Yeah, I'm not sure how long that was. Okay, I can't remember off the top of my head.
See, I see that. I keep saying people say or see whatever, like 4 to 7 inches, and I'm like, that's a lot.
It's a lot. Like I think the longest strand they said was like the length of. I think somebody put it in, and it was like basically if you had this length of hair. But guys have long hair too. So that's a hard one.
Right. I think Jack Roger Showalter used to have longer hair at one point too.
Mm-hmm. Because my sons have long hair. It's a thing now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Someone explain the Erica text. We don't know anything about the Erica text. Literally, the only information we have is that someone named Erica texted him, and then he did not elaborate any further on that.
Nope. And according to what you remember, he said you'll never find her. Well, that's a challenge. Excuse me. Available, not only available. I would like that creator to go find them.
For real, send him. He will do it. Or Fear Nothing, Question Everything. She's great at it as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I send both of them.
Yeah. Yep. But the thing about it, though, is the way that they Erica'd it. Mm-hmm. I think they deliberately used a different name.
Oh,
I think we're not going to find Erica because the name is not Erica.
I thought he was telling us that the name in someone's phone was Erica, but it's not Eric. You know what I mean? See,
yeah, no, I think it's because that's not the real name.
I just assumed it.
Oh, they're saying it's an app? Erica's an app?
Yeah, they were talking about that last night with me, that it was some sort of app. And I was like, what?
What's the app?
I think they maybe said
Erica is a texting app. Are y'all lying? Should
I look that up?
Yeah.
I've got like a fuzzy next to my nose for my blanket. Is Erica...
Apparently it takes weird things all the time.
Oh.
So it might not have been a person? Is that what y'all are saying?
So was somebody saying it and it like picked up audio and then texted it?
I don't know, because I've never heard that.
Yeah, okay. Is Erica an app? Yes, right. There are a few different apps named Erica or Erica with a C or a K, primarily focused on productivity, legal guidance, or virtual assistance. Interesting. So there's Erica.
That is interesting.
An Erica Focus app. So there is an app. I mean, I don't know details.
Do y'all remember though in the timeline, if y'all are saying it's like a chat app? Wait. Something's itching my brain.
It's Erica on App Store, Apple. Welcome to Erica with a K, the Focus app for school, college, and university.
Ooh. So wasn't there something about how some of the girls made a group chat that night and they made Cougar Den?
Yes.
Yep. Ethan was added to Cougar's Den. What was that about? Was that
wow
on a different app?
Girl, yes. I actually just got goosebumps.
Guys.
Wow.
Why would the app text about cheating? Well, what if someone inside that group texts that?
That's what
that would mean one of the roommates did it. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that idea.
I wondered if they were doing that to, again, purposely make him mad. Was this before or after that fight? Because remember, Xana talked to her dad or whatever. There was a fight. They were fine. They were at home. Did they purposely try to rally him up? I also want to look at those missed calls, not to give everyone my secrets, but I don't know if Xana's the one calling Ethan and he's not answering. I almost wonder, did Ethan lose his phone or something like that?
Right. Somebody pointed that out in the comments too, because I said she wouldn't have been calling him if they were together. And they're like, well, what if he lost his phone? And I was like, okay, that's valid. My only thing about that is there is a good time lapse. Like normally if someone loses their phone, they're calling back to back till they find it, right?
True.
Well, like unless you find it on the first ring, like the first time it rings. But she calls again, like an hour later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's something there to look at. I'm trying to look at all of it and make sense. Like,
wait, somebody said Cougars are the mascot of WSU. Are y'all playing with me right now?
What? Don't even play with me. Let me type that in. What is the mascot
for WSU?
I've got fake nails on, so that was a little harder.
No.
They're right.
Guys.
The official mascot of Washington State University is Butch T. Cougar. Wasn't there something with a reference of Butch or something? No, I think it was something else. But yeah,
they have to get on here and talk to y'all more often. Y'all know things I do not be knowing.
So they're right. It's a cougar is the mascot. Wow.
That's something to ponder, y'all.
Well, that's a good somewhat ending, close to ending right there, but they are, yeah.
That's crazy. I'm gonna have to think about that because if it was I'm gonna look into that.
I think there's more connections.
Yeah, we're freaking out about the mascot. Well, not freaking out. Okay, we're just surprised about the mascot because of the Cougar Den chat thing.
Yeah, it definitely gives a why do Cougar Den if you're not messaging a bunch of cougars, you know what I'm saying? Because that means you're old, not young, ladies. Yeah, so that's in reference to college. So that would make so much more sense than, cougar girl, like the ladies.
Mm-hmm. Right.
College cougars.
That would.
Wow.
That's crazy, guys. Yeah, the chicken guy. Everybody's
They know I'm
everybody's tripping about the chicken guy with the cut hand.
because I think the cut's on the side of the hand it shouldn't be on, isn't that?
Yeah, because yes, the way he's saying it because he cut his hand doesn't make no sense.
Exactly. You know he knows I'm coming.
I have heard about the Fight Club thing. Absolutely. That's like one of the oldest rumors about this whole thing is the Fight Club.
What if when she because remember Xana, I don't want to take up too much time on this, but I know Xana, but she texted Pete, "Are you okay?" Like, what if
Yeah.
an altercation with,
Somebody made a really good point about that though, because that was my immediately thought. Like, what if there was an altercation and she's been like, "Hey, are you good?" But somebody else was like, think about the way people ask each other, "Do you need anything?" when they're picking things up or going to get a delivery of something. You
Right.
good?
that,
And I'm like, oh, y'all sure right. Yep, on that one.
wow, yeah, you that definitely changes a perspective of how you can look. Gosh, wow,
hmm
brilliant. Yep, good point. That is a good point.
And so I was like, well,
Wow.
yeah, it could have go both ways. There could have been some type of problem, or she could have been asking like, hey, do you need me to get you some while I'm here?
Someone brought up a good point too, because Creepy HJ said in his memorial speech that Ethan owed him $34, and then someone brought up a good point. They're like, "Well, why did Emily Venmo Xana then? Because then that's almost half of the money."
That's really strange. I did not know that until the book, I guess, that Emily Venmoed Xana.
Somebody commented, because I made a video naturally. Somebody commented on Emily's TikTok video and said, "Why did you Venmo Xana?" So I love it. "Why did you Venmo Xana at 3:51?" And she literally wrote back and she said, "Probs because I didn't," with like laughing emojis. And I'm like,
oh, so she's saying she didn't do it? She didn't
probs.
Venmo her?
She said probs because I didn't. Keyword probs. But she's got laughing faces. So what I'm trying to also look at is where the source of it says Emily Allant Venmo Xana 14. The source,
yeah, like where did he get that information?
It says BB
was she on the Venmo list?
The source comes from BB card for Emily, and a BB card. When I put that online, it's like a bank card associated with something, almost like a Best Buy card. So I just don't feel like Emily could sway it unless she's saying Xana had my card. But then why would Xana need to Venmo transfer money if she just had your? That's where I'm going with her and how she's trying to say props because I didn't. Stop laughing.
Okay, and I see, yeah, and Xana's records were private. So there's no way to know.
But it comes from BB card for Emily. And again, I looked into that and it makes it sound like it's like a Citibank card or something like that. So why? She's saying probs because I didn't. She's just, I think she's probs is the key word. But I mean, how can we trust anything anybody says?
It's odd. It's odd.
It's very odd, and it's odd that she had laughing faces. I guess I just don't understand what's so
I think
funny.
she's probably laughing of thinking that like
We're dumb.
the information's wrong and like
Yeah.
we're all, just buying into it. But like, where did he get that information?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, and somebody keeps saying this too. I have heard that too about I saw people from another country saying they saw it live streamed. I heard that from the very beginning. And that's actually one of the things that like made me start paying attention to this case before Brian took the plea deal. Because it was after the plea deal, that sucked me in. But I started paying attention when I started hearing that because of a lot of the other cases I've worked on, like the Wendyville thing, there was some live streaming going on. So that caught my attention. I don't know that it's true. I've never found anything to say it's true.
When I watched
the crime itself live streamed is what I'm talking about.
Yeah. When I watched the cameras for 7 hours here, I mean, I don't know how long or far for the grub truck. I got a good portion of it. But you've got some sketchy behavior there. You've got, I think, Joe and Hayden next to the girl with the white coat who's doing way too much right there. But you hear them I call them the grub truck trio. It's Joe.
Okay, yeah,
and that girl with the white coat. She's doing too much.
I guess I didn't really pay attention to them. Like I watched the guy in the like unique sweater only because I was trying to identify who had the unique sweater. But I guess I've never really paid attention to everybody else.
Yeah, well, I watched them. I watched all of them, or as much as I could. But Hayden says to Joe, or someone says to Joe, one of them, "What's the password?" You can hear it on the grub truck, and then you can see. I think it's Joe's phone at this point, and that's where available, not available, or that creator. They did a video because you can see his phone to a certain extent, and I think he changed the contrast on it, and it looks like someone's walking by on a phone, and it's like, homie, why are you asking for a password on that? I'm so over there was fights that night. People were like, like that looked like someone was watching like somebody.
Right.
That is what I'm getting at.
I've heard, didn't Chris Whitcomb say in one of the interviews as well that there was like 3 altercations that night, like 3 different fights?
See, I would have to look at that, but I would not doubt that because maybe that's why she's again. I mean, I will ponder on that question to Pete and how it's worded, but what if he got into something himself?
Right.
With somebody else that we don't even know yet.
I do believe that Ethan got into a fight that night. Like that was so.
I do too.
It was so like heavily repeated, and it was. But the thing that bothers me about that is why the police were asking people about. Did you know about any fights? Did you see any fights? Did you? Which for the police to keep asking that same question tells you that they knew something already, but not a single word about a fight at Sigma Chi made it to a single document. Why?
Strange, because whoever got involved with him in that fight, probably, you know what I mean? Because like you said, why not just talk about it? If there's no big deal, what's the problem?
Right. You would think it would make it into the papers with everything else.
Right. And Xana's parents, or at least her father, has been consistent on. He spoke with her. They were okay. And I believe it was after they had gotten into this altercation and they were okay. They were at home eating pizza.
I heard that too, but
I feel like somebody lures Ethan back out. You know what I mean? After the altercation, I think if I were to look at the timeline, I think it's possible somebody gets him to come out because at 12:27 in the morning from the Linda Lane parking, you see a sports car drop off. In my opinion, I don't know if this is David L., Ethan, Josie, and another male because it looks like Ethan. And that's at 12:27. So I think, and I don't think that female is Xana. I don't think that that's Xana. I think that is Josie. So I think he left. Again, I think he left the house. But again, you know what I mean? We've got to go for, it's got to make sense the entire way through. But I think
yes,
got him to come back out.
It could have. Like, I think there's definitely something very weird about Xana and Ethan's movements. Yeah. Because at the very beginning, police were even asking people like, hey, if you saw them that night, please come forward. We need information. But they've also been weirdly like quiet about what they did uncover because they got Xana and Ethan's cell phone movements and records. They know where they were. Why is this a question? Like, I don't like the questions around Xana and Ethan. It makes me feel like they didn't answer those for a reason.
Right. There's so much suspicion with where are Ethan and Xana, and then I feel like there's just a lot of suspicion with like the girls, and then when they got home to the house. That's where everything goes to 10 million different theories because it's like, oh, well, we're hearing 20 different things from all of these people. So those are obviously the most important things in my opinion because nobody wants us to know them.
Right. All right, guys, I got to jump off here. Look, I love these. Will it show us all the comments on the video you have?
It should. So I believe after I download it, it should hopefully play everything again. And afterwards, I think I can go read the comments. So yeah, I hope that.
Yeah, because then I can go back and read all the comments.
Yeah, I'm so happy that you came here today. And again, everyone watching, I'm so sorry that we couldn't figure out the layout. That was stressful, but hopefully we can do this again sometime.
Yeah, I would love to. I had fun, guys, and y'all are awesome, and this was not scary. Look, I sat simmering in anxiety for a full 24 hours over this.
Stop.
It wasn't even scary.
No, I knew you would too. No, it's not scary. All you're doing is talking and it goes by so fast and everyone's right there to make you feel good. It does.
All right, guys. This was awesome. I love y'all.
All right, Amber. We'll see ya.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Do I just X out? How do I get out of here?
I think so.
Okay. I'm going to leave now. Maybe. Oh, I got it. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Oh, I love her. Now how do I go back to night night, guys? I'll close out here. Tia, if you're still in here, I'm so sorry that I couldn't figure out to get you where it was supposed to be. But oh, I think we talked about it. It's because my settings were different prior. Because it says that. Thanks, guys. I hope that that was still okay, even though, again, I'm so sorry that I didn't get the layout for everything, and we kind of interrupted here and there, but I hope that everyone still enjoyed it and enjoyed listening to her and hearing her point of view. And she brought up a lot of good things I didn't even think about, too, about that text from Xana to Pete and about how that could be looked at as different. Thank you, you guys. I hope that it feels good. You know how she was just talking about the last 24 hours she was feeling this way about live? The entire time after I messed up with not being able to have her as big, the entire time I'm thinking, oh, this is so embarrassing for when I post this to YouTube, and I'm spending 5 minutes trying to do this, and everyone's trying to help me. You guys, I appreciate it so much. I hope I can get Amber back. I'm going to, again, try to swoo her, and maybe we can tag team maybe a couple times a month or something, you know, and then we can just make it go smoother, okay? She'll be back. I had a very good feeling that I knew everyone was going to take care of Amber in this chat, in this live, because you guys have taken care of me. If I can do this, I know she can. And that's because I don't create like this either. Like you just heard us struggling on here. You guys might not assume that because you see our videos posted, edited, all ready to go. But here I am struggling. So thank you guys. Can you recap on Pete call? You mean with like Amber, or do you just mean right now? But I'm hoping that I can swoo Amber and maybe we can go over certain parts. You know. Thanks, guys, because I am stressing. I'm still thinking about the layout. I'm still thinking about how did I practice that yesterday and mess up today. And people were trying to help me. Like Tia, my girl Tia. But next time I know to do it prior, I guess. I add her in. Thanks, guys. I'm not a live streamer either. Not yet. I hope to be on YouTube a little more later, but yeah. Oh, my phone's crashed. Thank you. Good. I hope it was good. I was really excited to have her here. She is so good at what she does and what we both understand or obtain our information differently, and like I might know certain details with the timeline like that, where she knows. I wanted everyone to hear what she had to say about the blood, because that's really important. You guys know how I feel about the timeline and how I'm gonna take that apart no matter what they say, and everyone heard her say that Ethan's red stuff was the only stuff that was undiluted outside the bedroom. Well, that's a problem. Xana, we have none of her red stuff anywhere where they say it should be. That's a problem. We already knew Kaylee and Maddie's being outside of their bedroom was a problem. But this, all that does is help me tear apart that Xana timeline even more. Especially because Dylan opened her door 3 to 4 times, and she's not talking about Brian Koberger cleaning up. Like, she's got to talk about him cleaning up, you know? Oh, thanks for watching, girl. Appreciate it. I know the comments were a rolling. I kind of assumed it was going to be that way, where it was just really me and her talking most of the time, and then looking at the comments too. Yeah, that bathroom. You guys, I'm telling you, there's something important with that bracelet. I think that there is a creator out there that can compare that bracelet to somebody's photo. Definitely. I will absolutely, I'm pretty confident I can go back and go through the comments. You guys, thanks for being patient with me too. I would have loved to have asked Amber, and now I regret not asking her before she leaves. So maybe next time, you guys, maybe next time. I want to ask her of about how she feels about BK possibly being a Fed. No, Dylan says she never left the room. She says she never left Bethany's room, but we know that she's lying because we have the proof of her phone moving. But she said that she never left the bedroom. I'm starting to go back and forth more and more than I ever did with him being a Fed. And that's because, well, why would he take the deal unless his family was, you know what I'm saying, scared into doing so? He wanted to do research inside a prison. What if he got the golden ticket for himself? Can you imagine? Here's what I'm trying to, if he was a Fed, could you imagine trying to sit in that courtroom and not make any facial expression when they were giving their statement speeches? Let alone the parents, but like Dylan or Emily crying. Like, how is he's just sitting there? I would start laughing. That would probably make it look worse. But you guys got to think about it. How is he's got a strong personality to just sit there. I don't know how Bethany got the golden ticket, but she got it. It's in writing. Thanks for watching. Thanks, man. I hope it made you comfortable to not be a silent follower, because first of all, you've got Amber with how many followers? You have me with mine. And you've got both of us like, what do I do on here? You see our videos, you fall in love with creators that way. But hopefully this one can make you just realize that we are all just people. And then two, when this case first happened, I mean, it was based off emotion. So if you tried to question it, people were not nice to you. But now I think, and I know, at least I think and I know that the numbers have changed. The support is there. People don't have to be scared anymore. So I think that's one of the most powerful things. No one's scared anymore. The community's too big. It's not just 1 or 2 or 3 creators talking about it. It's all of us talking about it. Even if the other creators are saying, oh, he's guilty, they're still talking about it regardless. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, guys. I love Amber. I was really hoping that people would love this surprise. I've known about it for a couple weeks now, and you guys know how I can keep secrets and stuff, but you guys know I'm loud. So the fact that I had to just wait, not that I had to, but I did. I didn't want to announce 2 or 3 weeks early. But now Amber felt so good about that. And I hope that Amber and I maybe can do this again soon with everybody. I love Amber's summary too. I completely agree. She's one of my favorite creators to watch. There was I don't know. And I feel special that she picked me too for her first person to collab with. So we both were each other's first person to work with. And I didn't get to say it when she was on here, but me and Amber have already had our own private conversations. She was the first creator I saw pop up. So then to get to work with her seems pretty cool. So I think I'm going to be out though, you guys, for the night. So again, I apologize for the layout. I will lose sleep over that. No matter how many times you guys tell me not to, I will. So yeah. Thanks. I'm glad you guys showed up. I'm going to go take off my makeup and put on my Medicube for the night. Thanks, guys, but I'm still going to worry about it all night because people on YouTube are just going to be ruthless. They're going to be like, you didn't even know how to make your screen bigger? And I don't think they're going to be able to see me push the buttons, so they're just going to think I'm silly and don't know how to do it, which I didn't. Good night, you guys. YouTube, my YouTube is the Nikki narrative. I'll try to put it up before 10 o'clock here, Central Standard Time, you guys. But please tell me, go to YouTube and tell me it's fine. Don't worry about the layout. Because Dylan's going to go over to that and be like, wow, you couldn't even get your layout. They love to watch what I do. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I hope so. I'm a perfectionist. Amber is too. Amber and I talked about that. So I know that I was in control of the live. So I'm annoyed with myself that I didn't have that running smoothly. But I don't know if me creating it as an event messed it up prior. I don't know. I give up. Next time Amber and I come together, it will be better for the beginning. Yeah. But I'm out, you guys. I'm going to go take my comfort blanket and I'm going to go read everyone's comments. I'm going to go upload it to YouTube. All right? Oh my gosh, I almost pushed the infinity button again. And that would bring someone I don't know. All right, you guys. I'm out. All right, I'll see you on YouTube. Again, it's the Nikki narrative. Good night, you guys. Thank you so much.